Hello, fat fans. Welcome to BBC Word. Now let's talk about Kubrat the Cobra Pulev, the Bulgarian brute, a guy from Sofia, Bulgaria, who has just defeated Bogdan Dinu, a guy from Romania, who got stopped, by Jared Miller in his last fight. So, what do I think about the performance of Kubrat Pulev in that fight? Overall performance. My overall, assessment of Kubrat Pulev performance is that Pulev is not ready for Joshua. We heard him talking about you beat Joshua, knock him out, all this kind of stuff. I don't think he's ready. I think if he fights Joshua now, he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. That's just the fact. Listen carefully. I know Bulgarian fans, you guys who love Kubrat Pulev. He's your hero. He's this, he's that. Listen carefully. Kubrat Pulev cannot handle the unified heavyweight king of the whole universe, and that's Anthony Joshua. Cannot handle him. In fact, Kubrat Pulev gets stopped in less than maximum third round against Joshua. Now, a fight between Kubrat Pulev and Joe Joyce will be a very interesting fight. Very interesting fight. Because we know Joe Joyce has the chin and he's never gonna get, stopped. He's not gonna let him, because this guy is a guy that can take punches. You punch this guy 100 times, he's gonna keep coming forward. So Joe Joyce has that solid chin already. Kubrat Pulev scored, a very good knockout. He overcame several caught to stop Dino in the seventh round. And that was impressive, right? That's impressive. He came from behind, But I just don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready yet. Ready for the big dog. Ready for the unified heavyweight king of the world. Listen, if Joshua fights Kubrat Pulev, he's not going to go into a boxing mode with him. A boxing mode, what I mean by that is that he's not going to try stand with Kubrat Pulev and box with him, like try to show him I have the better job than you, or I have a better job than you. Joshua don't do that. Joshua is gonna go in on the inside, throw some deadly uppercut. The uppercut he threw against Vladimir Klitschko, you know what happened. You know that ended Klitschko's reign. That's a hellish uppercut, and only few people can handle such uppercuts. Vladimir Klitschko did. He took it very well, but that was the beginning of the end for him. So, Kubrat Pulev record now looks, impressive. He's now 27-0. 27-0. 14 KOs. 14 KOs in 27 fights. Is that really impressive? Is that really impressive, to be sincere? I mean, Kubrat Pulev couldn't stop Kevin Johnson. He stopped, past it, Samuel Peter. We had already something that was already old. A young prime Samuel Peter would have knocked Kubrat Pulev out in the second round. I'm not trying to undermine Kubrat Pulev's potential, but I'm just telling you right now that this guy doesn't have the dog in him to compete with the unified heavyweight king of the universe. I'm not saying this because I'm a supporter of Joshua. I'm saying it because of what I've seen in this current recent performance against Bogdan Dinu. In the fourth round, when Bogdan Dinu hurt Kubrat Pulev with a upper right hand, believe me, he really had Kubrat Pulev thinking twice. And Kubrat Pulev is the mandatory challenger for Anthony Joshua's IBF strap. And that was actually something to watch out for. I thought it was going to be an upset. I thought when he heard Kubrat Pulev, I was like, oh my God, Kubrat Pulev, don't let him get you down. Don't let him knock you down. Don't let him knock you down. Stay there. You know, I was like, watching the fight, I was just a little bit, worried, because I want this guy to get punched in the face and get dismantled, get bamboozled by unified heavyweight king of the world, Anthony Joshua, because he's been talking a lot of shit. You know, he stated in an interview that he's going to knock Anthony Joshua out. He's not Iron Man. We never said Joshua is Iron Man. I don't think Joshua is Iron Man. I don't think Joshua is unbeatable. But if you haven't achieved a quarter of what the unified heavyweight king of the world, Anthony Joshua, has achieved, don't talk shit about that man. Don't talk shit about that man. Guys like Water, they talk shit about Joshua and they still haven't achieved what Joshua has achieved so far. And that's just the fact. If Ajagba and Kubrat Pulev fight right now, I tell you, Ajagba will do some damage. I don't think he can beat Pulev, but I think he has the ability and the capacity to knock Kubrat Pulev out or maybe down. But overall assessment of that fight will be Kubrat Pulev winning on points, because Kubrat Pulev is the more experienced fighter. You know, he's the guy who's been in there with Vladimir Klitschko. You know, he knows his way, is in and out of the ring. So Ajagba still has a lot to learn. And Kubrat Pulev going in with a guy like, or not your day, what you can call him the Godzilla if you cannot pronounce his name. That will be very interesting. And Warrior don't have the experience yet. Still very much learning, even though he has 18 fights, 17 by knockouts. He hasn't been in a top level like Kubrat Pulev. So I see Kubrat Pulev winning that fight on points. But hey, Pulev against Joshua is no contest, and he knows it. Joshua is going to definitely dismantle that guy. In fact, once Joshua beats up Jeremy Miller, I know people are saying that Jeremy Miller will beat Joshua and other stuff. Listen carefully. Joshua is going to make sure he bamboozles Jeremy Miller. That's his U.S. pro debut, a U.S. debut, and you don't expect the king to go in there looking dull. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to say for now. What do you guys think? If Pulev fights Joshua now, how do you see the fight playing out? Because he's the mandatory challenger for Anthony Joshua's IBF strap. So once Joshua beats Jeremy Miller and Water don't want to fight Joshua and Fury don't want it as well, Joshua's going to have to look towards that pot. That's just a fact. So give your thoughts below, guys. Like the video, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Block Center and as well on Twitter at Boxing Block. Cheers, everyone.